I got no ticket for the subway. I guess I have to take a walk if I wanna get home. It's hard to get a cab on Friday. So I was wondering if I could stay together with you tonight. It would be cool if I could share a little spot on your couch. Am I a fool if I think that you and I could feel okay with me calling it out? Oh baby, please let me stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. I just need time and it won't take too long till you see through me anyway. And you get why I wanna stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. We just need time and it won't take too long till you see through me anyway. We just need time. So baby, please let me stay. Your dog ate my shoelace. And don't you wanna watch Pretty Woman till the end? I owe some money to my roommate, and I'm broke, so I was wondering if I could stay together with you tonight. It would be cool if I could share a little spot on your couch. Am I a fool if I think that you and I could feel okay with me calling it out? Oh baby, please let me stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. I just need time and it won't take too long till you see through me anyway. And you get why I wanna stay. 'Cause you and I got a thing going on. We just need time and it won't take too long till you see through me anyway. We just need time. Oh baby, please let me stay.
Oh shit. Okay. We're good, people. We're good. Here we go. Welcome to the chat. How is it going and what's up, people? Welcome to the chat. Let's go over I guess some things here. We're gonna go over some BS. I guess we also gotta talk about $50,000 I'm supposedly wanting from Steve. Steve of all people. Why would anyone logically ask another human being that they don't know for $50,000? That just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Even $5,000 it is asking a lot. Even $500 is asking too much from an individual you don't know. So per world. So what's up, Val? You might not be here, or you might be. Who knows? You want 15K? Yeah, just ask me. Right? Like, who the hell thinks I'm actually gonna ask somebody for $50,000? Like, it's just illogical to me. Anyways, we're gonna get straight into the stream. Let's just start. Let's go. What the hell is this jackass been talking about? Because I've been documenting a lot of shit, and there have been a lot of reports on Hekate's daughter, as well as Jessica Messica. Now we got to go to certain businesses so that they sign an affidavit and whatever. We're gonna definitely get this issue resolved in time. It might be weeks, it might be months, it might take a year or two, but it's gonna happen, because doing this not only to myself, what Hekate and Jessica Messica have been doing, but doing it to business as well, is really a very bad idea. Very bad idea. But hey, not my problem. I'm just gonna make the reports, give the documentation. Like I said, if anybody sees Hecate's daughter vaguely threatening to have me assaulted or beat up, or saying that I'm a rapist or anything, just actionable, please tell me so I can present it to the courts. I do have a lot of evidence built up already. And the whole food situation, sending food, they were even sending trucks to pick up garbage at my house. Can you imagine this shit? we got Hecate's daughter here complaining about dumb shit, but yet got junk trucks coming to my house to pick things up. So that is heavily documented. The manager, I'm gonna call back again and have him write an affidavit of what the facts of the matter are. And the number they were calling from is from Connecticut, a 959 number. I have that. Plus, they stated that here we go. We got spoke to customer, told them team is working on another job and will be calling with ETA once they have finished. Bed from master bedroom, full set of living room furniture, basement filled with bags and boxes, old mop from Austria. I guess they're talking about Bali, an old mop from Austria. Yikes. Goddamn. Anyways, we're gonna definitely get into this, but that is fully documented. That's actually even sent to the detective from Peel Region, the female detective, the Hekate daughter, wanted on the case because she just feels because it's a female detective, she'll just be angry at all the men and throw them in jail. That's the type of dumbass thinking in this woman's head, that somebody needs to automatically be sexist in her favor. It doesn't matter if it matters to her if it's against her, but if it's in her favor, that's what she likes. Get a female cop. Well, this female cop who is a detective is very aware, and I've sent these images of what has been done along with the phone number of the manager from the got junk. So we shall see what happens with that. I'm also going to be making sure an affidavit's written out and it's signed and documented from the manager from got junk, detailing the antics of Hekate's daughter and Jessica Messica.
Easy. I'm gonna make sure these float around Girl World for the rest of my life.
Oh, Lexi. Okay, so you said that they went and took away the drugs, right?
Anja, what the fuck?
No, they didn't take him away. It's after she died. Like
What-
I was
what you
left
said?
with, like a half box or more of fentanyl patches.
Right, because he was for cancer, and they know that it's harmful for.
Wait, what? Hold on, let me focus.
See,
Oh, Lexi. Okay, so you said that they went and took away the drugs, right?
Anja, what the fuck?
no, they didn't take him away. It's after she died. Like
What-
I was
what you
left
said?
with, like a half box or more of fentanyl patches.
Right, because he was for cancer, and they know that it's harmful for people to find it and sell it or whatever.
Yes, but like as a grieving daughter that's never been shy of like, what? Oh, does this have like an opiate effect or whatever? Then like I was like, yeah, let me cut them into little squares and see what they do under my tongue.
Right, because that's what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Is this the whole thing where Jessica Messica tried to set up a drug trafficking ring? Wasn't this from like a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I called her out on setting up this thing with her so-called friends, her one's friend Luxie and other people, where these goo-goo heads filled with all types of mental illnesses, physical illnesses, BPD, bipolar, would get meds, some very legal, some very illegal, and then they would trade them among themselves. Some would be exchanged straight, others would have to be paid for. Is this it? Is this the whole thing from a year and a half ago when Jessica Messica was involved in this shit, where they had their whole drug trading thing? They would send their prescriptions across the state. Now you're using this to go at Luxie like Jessica Messica wasn't involved in this bullshit. This is fucking 2 years old.
You're grieving with the loss of your mother, bro. Okay? You take the fentanyl patches that were given to her because she had cancer and you cut them up in patches and put them on your fucking tongue. And then you get to lying and doxing and trying to start wars in Girl World all about you.
Okay, and how much of these patches did Jessica Messica get? Do I need to like go back to my video from a year and a half, 2 years ago? How much of these patches did Jessica Messica get? Because nobody would talk about this bullshit because people were scared that they would be held culpable, which, I mean, in a lot, or say almost all cases, you would be, because you're participating in shit that you clearly know is illegal. You don't be sending your prescription meds to other people, even though you claim that they're your friend, and then somebody gets upset or angry, and the whole thing comes out, and now everybody, including Monty, knows that there was a Jessica Messica drug exchange ring going on between multiple states and multiple people all over the states and beyond. Even people seek out substances. Substance abuse is often self-medicating. Yeah, wild, isn't it, that a grieving person might actually do something like this?
You. That's what the fuck Lux does with her time.
And it's
What?
like it was okay, but
What?
like
What did you say? Listen, stop it, Monty. Are you really a dreadful old pervert that stays in the attic? Yes, and looks out the window. No, I am completely not dreadful. Can we replace that with like happy or something? Like the use of these words just like make me laugh and shit. It's so funny. It's like everyone wants. Why do people want to label people these like terms and words and whatnot? Like, I don't understand the point. This is literally counterproductive, because before, people was doing this against other people because they wanted the views, because people's views in Girl World and other things used to be really high. And then more people kept on coming in the space, so then their views decreased. So they're like, how can we get rid of these new people taking views away from me? And they're like, yeah, we'll just, say that they're weird or creepy, and they're perverts, they're this, they're that, they do this, they smack their cats, they are doing this, they're doing shit in a red room, blah 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 blah, and that'll get rid of them. But the thing is that it doesn't work, because what you're gonna do is, now you started back and forth, that ultimately is not gonna bode well for your own channel, because then shit also gets thrown on you. And then over time, even more new people come in, but then you're stuck in a fight with people that you just lied on. Multiple people, in fact. It just never works, okay? If your views are low, change. You gotta change with the times. You gotta switch shit up. Sup, Cypher? You gotta just move on. Maybe you relabel your channel. I wouldn't say tons of people. Well, tons of people do it, maybe not in the space. The one person who did it well was Madzi. Madzi saw the views were no longer there. More people are coming in. Maybe shit wasn't really happening, so he just switched it up. He started talking about 90 Day Fiance stuff.
sometimes it was like it was not that fun. It would give me a weird feeling or a stomachache, and then suddenly I would feel like I was about to pass out, like I could fall to my knees.
Hazelnut.
What? What? You felt like you were about to pass out and fell to your knees from Fenty patches? No. Tasha said Fent is very strong. They don't allow us to throw them in the trash because people do exactly what Lux did. Exactly.
The irony of somebody who people have alleged is on something, because what else would there be? If somebody's awake for 36 to 48 hours and beyond, I heard at one point 72 hours, there's no way you can even catch me on a live stream for 7 hours, much less 72 hours. But I guess everybody else has a problem, right? How long till Lionel bitchy? Oh boy, I don't know. We're gonna see. There's no new perspective. Girl World is adorable because it is chronically on repeat. You're chronically on repeat, Grandma Jumbo. Eggy Toast. What do we call you instead of toast? What's that like little moldy bread? We can call you that, Eggy. How about that? Or that little moldy cheese?
And she has nobody to give a fuck to even say, yo, what's good? I don't know where she gets all her drugs from, but she's a major drug addict. The coroner should have taken the drug, right? But she probably, man, Luxie had her hands on that ship before her mother passed. Give me a break.
Okay, so she's basically disparaging Lexi. Got it. Let me move forward, because I don't got all day for this bullshit. So blah 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 blah. Looks at this, looks at that. How about you look at Jessica Messica and her whole little drug ring shit that I talked about before. Let me go to this. All right, so Bali's voice notes exposed.
So
Let's go.
we're gonna look at the email. All right. So what's this say? So this is, let me make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Someone said no problem. Okay, so this is between you and Bali. So she said, no problem. I will not show you video. You have my word. I'll delete my community tab. Then she says, are you going to address your messages talking about Jewish people? They look really bad. He shouldn't shame you for news, but why were you saying things like that? And April 10, 2023, I have my story regarding Jewish people. It reflects me. My boss raped me and put me to get the minor girls. It is
All right, so Bali talked about Jewish people. Was it wrong? Yes. But she hasn't fucked her family member, because that's also wrong that you did. Are we going to go tit for tat with the bad shit and put like who is worse scale? Like we got Jessica Messica, drunk driver, doesn't want a job, lives with her mom, doesn't take care of her kids, expose her kids to bullshit on the internet, has sex with everybody at work, including a place where minors work at, had sex with her family members, likes to attack people, likes to fuck around and send alcohol to alcoholics, which is completely fucked up, lied about going to rehab because it was her getting off of charges when the state of Connecticut decided to put her into a program, versus all the shit that Bali has done. Like, people make mistakes. And what really annoys me is this tit for tat bullshit where, oh, just because somebody's your friend, you excuse their bullshit and let them run amok on the internet. Same shit this loser Hekate did with Buddha Bitch. Buddha Bitch did some disgusting shit, especially to me, mostly to me, with the whole Monty sent me a D pic. Where on fucking God's green earth did I ever send you a D pic? I don't fucking send D pics out. Stop telling lies on me. And then people realized it was a lie, so she comes up with something else. And what was that something? Oh, let's just say he was over at my house in Calgary raping me. How the fuck was I ever over at your house in Calgary? I don't even know where you fucking live, much less why the fuck would I do that to somebody? But then all of a sudden, that was her bestie up until, when was it? July, August? Until the falling out happened. What kind of like dumb shit is this? Yes, I've seen the marriage certificate that I saw that started circulating, what, like 16 hours ago? People, apply logic to these situations. Bali is a married woman in America. America doesn't allow you to marry another person when you're already married. Be logical about this. You know what happens to you when you marry another person when you're already married and you have a fucking American green card? You go to fucking jail because you cannot do that shit. So if you applied logic to these bullshit marriage certificate shit, you would know it's fucking fake. Even put in Caribbean West Indies. That's a slot where country is. Caribbean West Indies is a fucking geographical area, dumbass. If it's gonna say something, it would say Jamaica. Like, don't be dumb. Think with your brain. Think with your mind. This is all this bullshit, especially the whole 50K thing. Because I was thinking, there's no way that Yami would be lying. Yami is a crazy person. Don't get me wrong. Yami is crazy as hell. But one thing Yami isn't, he doesn't like to lie. So when I saw that, and it was like, it's either two things. Either Yami is lying, he's crazy, but I know he wouldn't lie like that. Or two, people are just making shit up and then pushing these stories out. You know the person who, or group of people who love to do that? Jessica Messica. That's the group of people that love to do that.
Story I don't want to talk about. Ugly. I have my reasons for my opinions that I am Austrian, Hitler country. This doesn't help me. I don't care. Wait, what? Hold on. Did this bitch just say that the reason she hates Jewish people is because she's from Austria and it's Hitler's country?
Where's Bali?
Is that what's happening right?
Bali's currently working right now. You know, the whole job thing, something Jessica Messica should get. Speaking of which, I guess people have been saying I don't have a job. Yikes.
now? Scarlett, she used to get young girls for a boss. Maybe that's just her hobby. Exactly. Because based on what she said, she was the one that was grooming them. Yeah, Hotler. She's drunk.
Here we go again. All right, so we're gonna totally, escape the fact that she says her boss raped her, and maybe she was in a forceful situation. You know, when you have a pimp or madame that holds you hostage and tells you to do things against your will, kind of like a fucking escorting agency, kind of like if somebody worked for PLX, kind of like how you were working for PLX, Hekate's daughter. When you're fucking around with people, bringing them around, trying to set up shop in other cities to live off the avails of prostitution, kind of like that. That shit needs to get looked into. I'm glad it's on fucking record when I opened my letter and it says, yes, I complained that she was a part of PLX, a fucking escorting agency. How about we look into that more, officers of Peel Region? Think we need to look into that more a little bit about your whole trafficking shit you were doing. You decided to get rid of that video now, didn't you, Hekate's daughter? Piece of shit. Anything that makes her look bad or disparaging, she fucking gets rid of it. Because she's supposed to be the innocent one. Anyways, let's go look at this whole Saji thing.
Look. Hold on, guys. You know where I'm going with this, right? I know you already know. Dun, 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 dun.
Jesus, of course, I'd be in there.
Dun, 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 dun. Bow, 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 dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hot. What? Why do I have a GU to the end there? And why am I looking up at Bally's crotch like I don't get it? Am I supposed to be praised? Right? Like they trying to put up pictures to show that as if I'm some sort of weird perverted person, but yet they're the weird perverted person that's actually putting up these fucking stupid ass pictures. You have your dressing skills. How about you address your fucking long ass pum pum hairs there, Eggy Toast? You need to shave. This ain't 1970s porn, bitch. Shave that shit before you enter my king size bed. Ho.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. Hold on.
Oh, a badger being arrested for being a bad boy. I guess
now,
so.
This isn't illegal.
I don't know.
Okay. I wouldn't give a shit if that's what he was doing, making fun of me, but he's fucking nuts and a stalker. Describing my clothing, guys. He was describing what I was wearing, and I didn't tell him where I was going. He knew where I was and what I was wearing and what I was doing. That's why the police were called again. But he keeps making it seem like I call the police because, I'm just trolling.
I love it that later on in this she says that she only made a little call to the police. No, it wasn't a little call. Don't downplay the situation here. What you did is what you did. I explained to the detective how I was made aware of what you were wearing, and it's based on an officer of the court investigating you. I keep saying, what are you wearing right now? Says Valkyrie. I don't know, clothes. Did I get that right? But okay, somebody was investigating you, Hekate, and through that, I was made aware. Well, more aware. I shouldn't say made aware of what's happening because that makes it seem as if I have a whole scope and knowledge of what was going on. I really didn't. It's just somebody contacted me. They were an officer of the court. They were essentially investigating you, and I was asked a few questions. Oh boy, I got my coworker calling me right now, but I can't pick that up. Yikes.
Anyway, let me add this. Okay, so here's Saggy now, figuring out like everybody's fucking weird.
This video.
There's a video. I got to visit Saggy from outside, but still, as a fan, I felt close. Wow.
Why did someone send me this in my Discord?
Mm-hmm.
This girl
Oh
was
boy.
outside. It has bunnies on it.
Guess who's gonna hit up Saggy? Me.
Oh boy. Anyways, what can I say about this? It was a bad idea. I mean, if I was made aware that Bali was gonna post that, I'd be like, no, don't post it. I mean, it's one thing if we're there to visit square one, but it's another thing to like take that and on top of that post it. But she did get a reply from Sagittarius Shoddy through email, and Sagittarius Shoddy has forgiven her. So let's just say the whole situation has moved on, and we are beyond that right now. Like I said, people make mistakes. We're not going to do this thing where this person's mistake is worse than this other person's mistakes. Because one thing I hate is a person who has sent pussy, ass, and titty pictures to Netter, was drunk driving, was leaving her kids online to get asked weirdo questions by all types of bunch of fucking perverts and weirdos, sleeps with her own family members, is going to make herself out to be this angel and disparaging somebody else. We're not going to do that.
I'm gonna hit up Saggy because we both hoes and we both live in the same city. And I'm gonna say, here he is. Here's your stalker. He's stalking me too. I am.
This girl was outside of my building. Filming like and saying she could see the lights inside my place.
Call the police on him, girl. Don't worry, I'll send it all. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
And it was titled, I got to visit Saggy from outside, but still, as a fan, I felt close. And she...
Well, honestly, there's nothing illegal about that. Even in the title, I got to visit Saggy from outside. She was never inside your building. Saggy, you're in the area at Square One, and pretty much anybody that lives in Mississauga or around Mississauga knows exactly where you are. Because you leave your window open, and you can see the YMCA from your window. Everybody knows that's right by Square One. So to be honest with you, there isn't anything illegal about this. How do you know that that person isn't going to your building to visit somebody else? Well, you could say, hey, it says Saggy. Okay, but it also says Saggy outside of the building. They didn't go on your building. It's kind of like me standing on a public street and looking at houses. If somebody calls on me, are they going to be like, hey, this person is outside my home? But yeah, are they outside your home on your property or on a public street? You know what I mean? But hey, I digress. Let's continue with this.
She filmed, like she filmed up in my place, and then...
See, now Saggy doesn't know that that's really Monty because Monty uses her channel.
Oh, I'm using her. Oh, it's really me now. Of course, I love the twists and turns in this. So it's literally Bali speaking on Bali's channel, but for some reason it now turns to me, even though it's not me speaking and not on my channel. Gotcha.
Jessica said Monty said he was going to pay for an hour of sex with Saggy and interview her with Bali when she got there. Well, there you go.
First of all, I ain't got... How much is for an hour of Nookie these days? Is she having like a special, like a weekday special? Why am I spending like 200 buckos to be putting my schlong up all in Sagittarius? Shoddy. No, stop. It's one. Wait, let me hear this again. What did you say?
Go. He was gonna. That's really Monty because Monty uses her channel. Jessica said Monty said he was going to pay for an hour of sex with Saggy and interview her with Bali when she got there. Well, there you go.
Okay, of course, it's Jessica Meska saying this shit. Pay for an hour of the sexy time with Saggy and interview her with Bally. So wouldn't that mean I have to pay for like 2 hours then? Because it would be like an hour of sexy time, then and maybe an hour of interview. So I gotta pay for 2 fucking hours. So doesn't that mean I gotta spend now $400? If it's $200 an hour, maybe three, then I either gotta spend $400 to $600 because we're having the sexy time first, and then we're gonna do the interview. And who does that? Wouldn't the interview be better first and then the sexy time? Like, I mean, right? Let us rise to the occasion after the hour, if you know what I mean, ladies. But hey, man, it's just me.
There you go. See? Some weird ass shit's going on. He's fucking weird.
So says the idiot who believes everything that anybody says about anybody, which has gotten you in a profound amount of trouble and will continue to get into a profound amount of trouble. You believe anything from the people that you like or friends with, but then you don't believe shit from people that you have a problem with or perceived problem, even if they are telling the truth. I might even wearing trousers. How about you come over, sexy granny, and find out?
I'll be hitting up Saji.
And like showed the surrounding and showed the pink lights in my place. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I said to my friends in VC.
Oh,
Anyone
Tasha, that's right. We got to add Tasha to the list because the reason she had to call the police on him was because he was in Discord, in the Lolcow Live Discord with Yo Mama, saying that he had a way to harass Tasha's mother. And
I'm in the Lolcow Discord with Yo Mama? What? Okay, this is the first time I've heard this. All right, so I guess it's lots of people masquerading as me, I guess. Because I am 100% not in a Lolcow Discord with Yo Mama of all fucking people. Do people think I have nothing better to do? Like, I don't have to, like, work to feed myself, like, and pay for shit? Like, I just have all day to be in fucking Discords and shit?
Yo Mama came in my DMs on Twitter and said, "Can you tell Tasha this, blah, blah, blah?" And so she called the cops. Yep, they planned the whole thing. They planned the whole fucking thing.
who knows me, who watches me, I always, like, literally anytime anyone reaches out to me and says, hey, like, I'm in your city, like, I'm a fan, I would love to meet you, etc. I always say, like, yeah, like, sure, like, let's meet up.
Cool. So I'm gonna hit up Saji and I'm gonna say, yo, she already knows me anyway. We argued about something one time. Don't worry about that. But I'm gonna hit her up and say, yo, let's talk.
Like, to know that I'm so, like, open about, like, meeting, like, supporters. I didn't mean to go supporter. Like, to know, like, everyone knows that I'm so open to meeting supporters. Like, I do it all the time. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not, you know, like, I'll meet whoever. Like,
hi, Bob.
Cool. But if you watch me and know that, then why would you show up to my place and film it and not, like, message me and be like, hey, like, I'm a fan, like, can I meet you? Like, I'm in your city.
Well, honestly, Bali has said that to you, Saji, but you've ignored the emails until yesterday when I got a message from Bali saying that you replied to her after she apologized to you for posting the video, which, I mean, if Bali had told me, hey, look at this video, can I post it? I'd be like, oh, hell no, you don't do that shit, because it's not that, you know, you're doing... Well, I shouldn't put it that way. I was going to say, not that you're doing something wrong. I mean, it could be perceived as wrong, but the fact that you would post it is the problem, because then people twist and turn things. People will twist and turn what to you is an innocent thing. Like, you're a fan of this person. You're in the area. You're seeing Square One for the very first time. You realize that, hey, your favorite creator actually lives in this building because you can see the YMCA from her literal window, where her purple lights, like, literally right there on the screen, shine through, and you're excited. But then people are like, yeah, you're stalking this person. You want to harass this person. You want to do bad things to this person. No, you're just a fan on the street admiring your favorite fan. Even though that's your intention, people will always twist and turn it to make it seem as if it's something else. And if she had just come to me like, hey, Monty, should I post this? 33 seconds, I'd be like, no, I don't want you to post that because it's not what your intentions are, it's the optics of it. You got to learn it's not what your intentions are, it's the optics. If somebody who is not a fan of you sees you posting a video to pay homage to your favorite person that you don't have any malintentions to, they're going to twist it and try and scare that person and try and tell them, hey, you're trying to do something bad when you're not.
Be like, everyone knows that I'm open to doing stuff like
Because they're fucking stalkers, Saji.
that. So why would you fill my plate? I don't understand.
Yep. She knows she can have the link anytime she wants. If Tiger just wants to type everything and I put it up, whatever it is.
Yeah, me and Bali and I went into Toronto on Monday because there was traffic. So I showed her the CN Tower, Skydome, aka the Rogers Center. I showed her a lot of condos. I showed her the Don Valley Parkway. I showed her many, many, many things. Then she wanted to see Square One because Square One is a pretty famous mall. So we went to Square One Mall after going close to the to College Park. So went to College Park. We were close to Eaton Center. You know that College Park building that has all the white lights that go down? She inquired about that. I showed her pictures and other things about that. We went to Square One. We were hanging out at Square One. I ate there. And then, it was like, okay, wait a second. This is the YMCA. Don't we see this YMCA from the viewpoint right on the screen right there? I'm like, yeah. But yeah, like I said, okay, so Bali says I have emailed her in the past like 3 to 4 times in the 5 years and she never replied. But to my apology, she did reply and say for me to not worry. Yeah. So can we put the matter as closed? She replied. She says not to worry. I mean, the whole situation, like I said, Bali shouldn't have posted the video. If it was me, I would be like, yeah, I don't post that video because you could have all the best intentions in the world. People are always gonna twist shit, especially now with this whole marriage certificate shit. I'm like, people, like I said, use your brain. You cannot be married to one person and marry a second person or a third or a fourth. You cannot get arrested for that in the States. You cannot do that. But that and asking Yami of all people for $50K. Where the hell does Yami have $50,000 to give me? Come on. Monty, I hope you didn't charge her rent. She was good to you. Of course not, Jumble. She Balia actually has been a really good person to me. She's been cooking. I mean, I buy the groceries. She also buys groceries and she cooks. She makes meals for me. I actually just had lunch. I did buy a whole bunch of Polish sausages and whatnot. Who else? Oh, Jesus Christ, Jumble. If Buddha was a roommate, I'd be in jail. The types of shit she'd make up. Anyways, let's go forward with this.
Tiger's fucking done. Everyone's done with this shit. We're all done. We're all done. And instead of him allowing him to harass, we're just going to all come together and put his ass on blast all the time. I don't know how many more women have to come forward about him. Exactly. That's why we all need to get together and just.
You know what? I need one of those like scrolling things about Hekate. Let's all come together. Valkyrie, Keldoge, Woti, Fresh Garbage. Who else has she been harassing? Maybe put Hassi on there as well. Who else has she been fucking around with? Yato. I should have it just scrolling across the street. Let's all come together against Hekate. Everybody come together. Make reports. Because see, I can, Belinda, Gaining Ground. See, I can do it too. I can put people's names up with scrolling across the screen about all the people that should come together against you. You know what he does? It fucking does nothing. Yeah, Carrie. How can I forget freaking Carrie? Yeah, DC, so much people should come together against you.
Oh, Buddha, how many people have to call the police on this nigga?
The irony of Booty Bitch making up so many shit against me, and then you either coaxing her or she coaxing you to call the police. For what? Was I in your Red Room video doing any grape shit? No. Did I send you a D picture? No. It was all made up shit. And what people should have done after they be seeing all this made up shit is to go against it. No, they calling the cops is in itself not proof, right? It is proof, right? So there you go. I want to say I'm doing crazy ass behavior. So Buddha bitch lies and says all these made up bullshit, and people kept on running with it. Well, at least we're now not in the age where, well, I shouldn't say not in the age. Well, we're far from it. Most people know better not to listen to all this BS that comes on the internet about what somebody has done or is doing because of shit like this, because of the Buddha bitch situation, where she's a fucking ass liar and a piece of shit.
And you know what? Send it all to a woman DV organization and see if they can start helping us.
And when they look at the facts and the shit that you're doing and your history of making claims against high-powered individuals and the history of the videos I have with you talking about, high-powered individuals and how you profit off of them, they're gonna not touch that shit like the fucking plague is what they're gonna do.
Yeah, this is from Target. My friend sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
No, she posted it on YouTube. She didn't send it to me. Someone just sent it to me. Someone just sent it in. Babe, you might end up on Unsolved Mysteries living like that. Living like what, hun?
She's a hoe. She's fine. I'm sure she can handle meeting fans if she can handle meeting niggas.
She's a hoe, she's fine. That's double entendre in itself. She's a hoe, she's not fine. As a whole, you are open to abuse and assault from all sides, from Johns, even from police. Not saying that it happens a lot, but it's actually very extremely infrequent. But I watch Law and Crime, man, and I've seen some police officers do some horrible things, like, will threaten a woman. Oh, I'm gonna arrest you unless you do this and this and this. Now, once again, I'm not saying that cops are like that, but not all cops are good. I would say most officers are good, coming from a person whose dad is, or should I say, retired high-ranking police officer. My brother is a police officer. I have family members, in certain positions. But yeah, hoes are not ever safe. Okay, one of the worst industries for you to get into is hoe, because you get it from all ends, especially when it's illegal. At least Canada has one thing going, that prostitution on the selling side is legal and not illegal. Else you're gonna be fucked on one more side of the equation. It's kind of like if you're a dealer. Like, I've heard so many stories about people who are dealers get fucked from, like, the cops, people who they sell to. All types of shit happens to you. It's just clearly not worth it. But Monty, is Bally throwing jam jars at you and insulting you with no, she's not. And we actually have a lot of jam in the house. My neighbors gave me jam for Christmas, two of them. One a pretty big jar. Another neighbor gave me a small jar because she has her own garden. So that was pretty cool. Funny how you say throwing jam jars. There are jam jars to be thrown in the house, but Bali, living with Bali for I have, has made me look at Bali a different way. Bali, I would say, is a good person. It's just that the internet makes you do and say certain things because people have influence over you, and that type of influence can kind of warp or tarnish your mind. And sometimes you just need to step away from it, is what I would say. You really do need to step away so that you get a better view and mental scope of what the hell's going on.
Let your hair down. Anybody can look at a window. It's a free country. I understand you safety though. Girl.
Is that Bally?
No, it's a person who has fucking reason. Okay. To be honest with you, if somebody is outside of a fucking condo building, you literally are showing the YMCA from your fucking window with your purple lights. What do you expect? It is a free country. They're on the sidewalk, public property, looking up. I think people don't understand the premise that the eyes can't trespass. If you leave your window open and decided to change with your naked body in front of your fucking window, you can't say that I'm at fault when I'm looking at it because you decided to do it. Okay, in fact, it should be the other way around, where you are the one who is being voyeuristic. If it happens in a repeat, I mean, there is a threshold of mistake or errors there. You didn't realize the blinds weren't down or the windows weren't closed, but still, it is a freaking free country. Okay? Very, very free country. So that person was just making a logical,
I better not see safety though. Your hair down. Anybody can look at a window. It's a free country. I understand you safety though. Girl.
Is that Bally?
I better
No,
not
it's-
see you on the ID channel.
person with common sense.
I live in a secured condo with security and cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a weapon on me.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Like I said, it's a whole different story if Bally was inside the building, then you can construe that maybe something's up. But even with that, you don't know she's going to Sagittarius Shawty's condo unit. There's hundreds of people, thousands in fact, that live inside that building. How do you know she's going to her door? If she makes a statement like, hey, I'm going to come inside your building, I'm going to go to your door, this is your door number, then I get it. Yeah, call the police, but she's outside of the building, which is one fact. She's on a public street, which is another fact. And Sagittarius Shawty is a public figure that clearly is showing, even suggest, even literally telegraphing to anybody that knows Mississauga that, hey, this is where I'm at. And people do look up. They do look into your window. Like I said, the eyes can't trespass. You thought we were all naked? We are all naked in the shower, I hope, when we take showers, because that's how you're supposed to shower. But some people might wear clothes in the shower. I don't know. I can't even put it past people these days. Somebody probably does like wear clothes in the shower. I mean,
And I have cameras all in my place too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I have a camera right over my motherfucking door. There's entry code downstairs. There's security always around the building. I'm on the top motherfucking floor. I got niggas on the 10th floor. Okay. But the point is that he's a harasser. Him and Herwell admitted. I got information. I got the proof. She admitted that she's the one that made the complaint against my fucking lawyer. Okay. They're both fucked.
wait a second. So we got Tigerpaw saying he said my full name live the other day. Yeah, because you've been using my name. You gave Hekate's daughter my address. She had no other means of getting my address, but yet you want to complain? Go fuck yourself. This piece of shit, we're going to talk about her in another one of my live streams. When my tenant comes back, we're going to talk about her because she's been giving out fake and false information. And what did she say? And posted my license. Oh, posted your license. Oh, okay. Let me address this. Let me address this one. Give me a second here. Give me a second here, because I thought you said you didn't know who that address was or who that person was, but now you're owning up to that Monty was telling the truth again, and that when you kept on saying that you never lived in a nursing home after I made the claim that is a fact, you did live in a nursing home. You went on and said you didn't know about it. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this because I hate people who are fucking liars. So this piece of shit decided to give out my address. This Indira Tarachandra piece of shit, and wants to do this crap on the internet. Well, you should have done remove yourself from this bullshit. Now you've done a lot of harm by giving out my address and doing this bullshit. But But hey, other people should do this to do X, Y, and Z, right? No, it doesn't work that way. So here we go. We're gonna take a look at which one was it. You know what? I have the screenshot. Let me just post the freaking screenshot up here, cause I have that bad boy. So we're just gonna do it that way. All right, people, give me a second here. We're just gonna do it that way. Cause at first she kept on going around lying, of course, and saying this, which really, really just irritates the shit out of me. Stop telling lies on me. It is not right. I hate people that fucking tell lies. I cannot stand that shit. And what she did was go and tell fucking lies. I can't. Let me F11 this. All right, give me a second here, people. All right, so here we go. So this is what irritates the shit out of me when people do this shit and tell lies, because name a time that Monty has ever told a lie here. Never. It doesn't happen. But she put this up here, and I took a screenshot of it. She goes, Monty, I am asking you to stop talking about me on your channel. So what the fuck are you doing on Hecate's channel? You're talking about me, but I can't talk about you. All I said is scary when you yell at people. You were yelling at your fucking aunts and your cousins, dropping F-bombs. I didn't get to see the text messages, but you did show my tenant, and we're gonna have her speak about not only you, but your abuse of your fucking animals, because you're a lazy piece of shit that sleeps until 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night when you have a fucking dog. A cat is different. A cat can go to the litter box, but your dog needs to pee in the morning. Get your fat ass up and go take your dog out to pee. And then if you're sleeping until 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at nighttime, when the fuck are you feeding your animal? You're in your fucking bed for 16 plus hours a day. Get your fucking fat ass up. You then proceeded to say things you claim are true about my life and posted some random license saying it was mine. Some random license saying it was yours. So she is saying that I posted some random license saying it was yours because it showed that you did live with your fucking mom in a nursing home. You lazy fucking loser. You want to put this out there that I am lying, posting random licenses, and then you go back and now tell the truth that it was you. Because once again, Monty is always fucking right. So let's see this right here, this fucking loser. We're gonna see this right here. Because if you see in the lower corner right there, she says it. Can't stand these goddamn losers, man. Lying, stupid fucking losers. So we got it right there. So he said my full name on live the other day. I've been very private up until he did that. No, you were not. You gave my address out to Hecate's daughter, which gave it to Jessica Mesica, and they're now sending all types of shit to my house, including bleach, which is very offensive and illegal, by the way. And posted my license. I thought you said that license wasn't yours, Tigerpaw. I thought you said that that wasn't you, and I'm just posting somebody's random license after you kept on telling people you didn't live in a nursing home with your mom, when I kept on saying, yes, you did, because I had the proof when you gave me your driver's license when we were looking for places to live together. You gave it to me because that's one of the things when you're applying for a place to rent, like a condo or a townhouse. You got to supply your ID with your application. And I was telling people the truth. You did live with your fucking mom in a nursing home because you're a useless piece of trash loser. You're fucking 50 years old and you kept on living with your mom in a nursing home. You first denied it, and now you're right there in Hecate's daughter's chat telling the truth. How nice. How nice for you to tell the truth now. Interesting. Once again, Monty's biting 100, telling the truth and not lying, unlike these little stupid fucks over here. Piece of shit. Lie like that because you don't like it that people know you live with your mom in a nursing home. That's not my problem. Go the fuck up.
Take some time. Fresh Garbage, Monty, Her World. Yep. And Strawberry Douche. Europe.
So, I mean,
Let's watch the preview for that. I'm going to come back and read that.
I know you're not talking about me. Guys, look at the cookies my friend sent me.
All right, she's done. Okay, so this is stalking. You go by someone's place and you don't reach out to them knowing that they would accept that. You zoom in, you take a photo. That's the same thing he thought he did when he thought he had my address. So I'm going to go back and read. Okay, so
What did I do when I thought I had your address? I never had your address, you little idiot, loser. Show the proof. You can't just talk. Like, the detective's not gonna let you just talk and say that I had it. She's gonna want the proof, and this is what's messing up your whole shit, because you're being known as a liar now because you literally don't have the proof because I never did it. Yeah, she's just making things up. Like, if you had the proof that I did it, then show it, but you can't just say something and expect a police officer to believe you when you have no proof. There's no proof I did that because I didn't do that. And I can't prove it because logically, well, this one doesn't know logic. You can't prove the absence of a fact. You can only prove the presence of one. So I cannot prove that I didn't do something. I can only prove that I did. Once again, I'm going to repeat that because some people don't get it. You cannot prove that something doesn't exist or you didn't do something, etc., etc., etc. Or you can only prove the positive that you did do something, or you did say something, or a person did do something, or did say something, or they were a place that they say they were. You cannot prove a negative. It's actually impossible. Look it up.
start that. I wonder why none of them talk about Monty and his behavior, because he will harass you into just being like, fuck it. He will go IRL. I have hours.
So she has said that isn't her address or information because the detective phoned me a week ago and asked about that. And it said literally that I took that screenshot from Guest Mob, aka as a guest. And if whatever is on there is factual, then you need to speak to him. And she's like, no, it's not even her address or anything. That's not even anything about her. It doesn't have her information on it. And I'm like, okay, so why does she keep coming online and saying this shit? Interesting that you know this, Her World, that isn't her address or information. But what she wants to do is make it seem to her cronies that it is her information and her address to make paint me a certain way, which I am not. That is exactly what she's trying to do. And people, you need to understand this. This is what she has done. This is what she did in the case against the Toronto City Councillor. Make shit up. And that's why the judge, Justice Philip Brassett, said that she was unreliable and essentially a liar. He didn't say she was a liar, but he said that he couldn't believe the things that she was saying. Let's just put it that way. AKA, she's a fucking liar. That's what he said. So if you want to look that up, read the newspaper articles. This piece of shit here is a liar, will continue to be a liar, will continue to make shit up.
Hours of him being like, yeah, and I'm going to keep on making all these complaints against you. He lied and said that I'm a not licensed paralegal when I'm fully licensed and I've always been licensed. Just because you're
I'm sorry, a fully licensed paralegal is not a suspended one. You cannot claim you're fully... Okay, now I need to clip this shit and send it in. Because you cannot claim this. You cannot claim you are a fully licensed paralegal, because that is saying that you have no hindrances to using your license when you do. Your hindrance is that you're fucking suspended. So it would be different if you said you're a licensed paralegal, because you can easily say, what I mean by that is I'm a suspended licensed paralegal. But a fully licensed paralegal is equate into you not having any hindrances on your license. You have a huge hindrance on your license. Address your marriage with Bali. I've addressed it. Bali cannot marry someone when she's already married. It's illegal in multiple countries, especially the United States of America.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep on making all these complaints against you. Da, da, da. He lied and said that I'm a not licensed paralegal when I'm fully licensed and I've always been licensed. Just because you're admitted suspended because you don't pay your fees because you're not working in the field doesn't mean you lost your fucking license that you went to school for. So he lied.
No, it's paused and frozen, which means you cannot say you're a fully licensed paralegal. You cannot.
To the Law Society, okay? So did her world. And that's what he does. Okay, so let me see. Let me read your starred messages because I'm done. I'm fed up of this shit. Fuck it. And then I'll sue him out.
So you guys are illegally married. It seems so, especially that my country is the Caribbean West Indies, which is a geographical area and not an actual country. Go figure.
After, hold on. So Tigerpaw said, yeah, it was scary. He even asked me if I was scared of him. I said yes. So that night when he came home, because she had locked the bolt at the top because he was traveling, because he goes to Colombia all the time. And I wonder what he's doing in Colombia. That's what I'm curious to know.
Oh, stop the coca. He's got the coca in the luggage. You know, I got stopped the last time I was in Colombia. And they searched my bags like a motherfucker. It must have been it's the dreadlocks, isn't it? It's a black man in Colombia with dreadlocks. So they pulled me into the secondary. I guess she's gonna make some complaints that I'm going to Colombia. What am I supposed to be hustling? The cocaina, the yayo. Oh shit. Okay, some of this makes me laugh. Some of this just makes me sad. Some of it just really pisses me off. Like this stupid shit.
What's he doing in Colombia with a bunch of vulnerable people? Not everybody's vulnerable.
What? So now all the Colombian citizens are vulnerable. There's fucking vulnerable South Americans. What are you doing, you Monty, you bully? You fucking take your dreadlocks ass to Colombia. And then you have your way with these vulnerable Colombians. Fucking take it up there, yayo. Putting it in your bag. And then as absconding to Canada with your fucking yayo, you disgusting bully. You disgusting bully. Why you do this to these vulnerable Colombians?
But I'm sure he's around vulnerable women. Then Tiger said, the whole thing just makes me so upset. I felt sorry for a con artist like an idiot. Right. And then you were coming at me. And then I came back at you because I thought you knew I had lived in Kitchener before because of you searching through things. But it was Monty. Monty's the one that found out I lived in Kitchener. He found out where I was going to be at a certain day. He found.
How the fuck did I find out that you were in Kitchener? You literally put it on Tigerpaw because isn't that what she said? Now you're changing the facts and putting it on me. Who's the woman in the thumbnail? Lionel Richie.
Found out where I live now. He's fucking psychotic.
Kitchener is a city that's part of the Tri-Cities because there's 3 cities close. There's Kitchener, Waterloo. Some people just say KW when they're 2 actual distinct cities. They kind of merge and meld into each other. But really, it's kind of like how you got like St. Paul, your Twin Cities in Minnesota. So they call them the Twin Cities when there's Minneapolis and then there's St. Paul, but people just say Twin Cities because they're so close and they mold and meld into each other. But there's also the Tri-Cities because really there's also Cambridge. Shout outs to where Sagittarius Shuddy's from. She's from Cambridge. So there's Kitchener-Waterloo, which is north of the highway, and then there's Cambridge, south of the highway, but they're all kind of meld into each other. Is Bali still with you? Yes, ma'am.
And then Tiger said, he said my full name on live the other day. I've been very private up until he did that and posted my license. He knows where my family members live. It's too much. Exactly. All intimidation tactics.
Wait a second. Whoa, slow down there, Tigerpaw. How would I know where your family members are if you're just a roommate here? How would I be at Christmas dinners and parties and whatnot with your family members if you're only a roommate? Because that's the analogy. That's what you're running with, right? That you were just a roommate and nothing more. But yet you're giving me your license, a license which, you said wasn't yours, as somebody random license. But now in this stream, you're actually telling the truth this time and saying it was your license. Yes, I know it was, you little lying fuck. And I'm going to Christmas dinners, outings with your family members. I know your brother, I know your sister, your aunts, your cousins. But for some weird reason, you're trying to paint this idea that you were just a roommate and a private person. This is why lying fucks go down. Because they do this shit where it's completely fucking obvious what is happening, but then they try and twist the facts of the matter.
He's a fucking psycho. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monty is the passport, bro.
What? I'm a
Right.
passport bro now?
Okay, so what should we watch next? Let's go back to, hold on, let me stop sharing this. Hold on. All right, I'm not sharing the Discord anymore. And we got a nice old classic to watch about Luxie after. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, why is he being weird with you, Capone? I also want to know why that is. Let's see if these losers say anything of interest here. Maybe I'll probably do a part 2 because there's some other things. And I guess they went over the Buddha bee situation. This loser's red room bullshit that she put up back in the day that people should have admonished fully, but then they didn't.
Wait, are you up here? Hi,
Am I?
how are you? Yeah, you're up here.
Oh my god! I just remembered something random. I wanted to know if the chat did also. First of all,
Okay.
Gertie is old as fuck. Like they showed like pictures of them and their man's feet before, and like
They're literally married, both of them.
with peace and love, Gertie is old as shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so why would she say that? She knows that. She's
I don't know. And then why would you assume they're a minor and then keep interacting with them? Like, no, I know you said you're 47, but I think you're a minor. Like, I could heal you. Come over. Like,
yes. So I'm going to find you and save you and traffic you. Yes.
Okay, so I just remembered this thing. I don't know if anybody can help. But Bali used to watch this guy. He was underage. He was a boy. He was like 17 or something like that.
The sleep streams.
She used to watch this 17-year-old boy. I just remember him being like olive toned or whatever, and everybody be like, Bali, stop reacting to this. This is mad weird.
She was his
mod on his channel and was sending him money and stuff. And like he would just be streaming with no shirt on. Do you remember this?
I stopped watching her because she was doing that around the same time as the child on the screen from her phone. So that's when I was dragged. Yeah, it was like the same time that she was trying to do it to egg everyone on. And then she had gotten close and his little brother. And then she was modding for him.
Well, Bali, what the hell are they talking about? And can I remind you, this is the same person that would sleep around with their co-workers at an arcade that is notorious to employ people who are minors. Jessica Messica. And can I remind everybody that this piece of shit on the left or side of your screen here was a person that was running multiple women of questionable ages for an escorting agency, if you want to really call it that. You know what? I should also have the thing scrolling on the bottom of my screen. You know, all the people that she's wronged. All the people who have been harassed by Hekate, Valerie, Kel Doge, Woti, Fresh Garbage, DC, Her World, Capone, Valley. I can have the same shit too. Just, scrolling around. We all need to get together.
And watching him sleep on his sleep streams and shit.
And she'd be like, oh, he's so handsome. Look at him. If I had a child like this child, I feel like he is my child. Oh, it was like mad weird. I remember too is why I stopped watching her for a hot minute because like It was funny at first when she was like obsessed with Breezy because it's just funny when people.
Okay, so another age manipulation that Jessica Mystical likes to do. Whenever somebody is young but of age, they're a fucking adult, they're 18 or over, she'll put the age to like 15 or 16 or 17 to make you seem weird. So you're saying I was watching a 22-year-old's fitness journey, but more I was watching how his YouTube channel will go. Will it pick up subs and views? And it never did. Sad. I hope for him to. How long ago was this? Because I know sleep streams got banned. Well, people don't like, YouTube doesn't like sleep streams. Well, a lot of things don't like sleep streams because it's like low value content. I mean, it was big on Twitch for a while, but even Twitch doesn't like people sleeping these days, right? He was constant and dedicated, but he doesn't have the entertainment personality and can't interact with chat. His channel's not going. Yeah, of course. This was a year ago. Okay, so if it was not 22, how old was he? How old was he then? Was he 17 or was he 18 or older? Because I don't like age manipulation, like trying to paint people a certain way by making them seem like a pervert or weird by dropping the age on people. For some reason, boozing, I don't like that. Okay, he was like 19. Okay, who is this person? I'm gonna look them up, and we're gonna confirm the age because I believe her world more than just boozing today. Because you are a troll. If I'm just gonna be frank with you, so if the person's 18 or older, they're a fucking adult. Stop doing this weird shit because you're trying to make people seem like they're weird by dropping the age, but you're fucking weird for dropping the age. Just state what the person's age is. If they're fucking 18, they're 18. If they're 19, they're 19. Stop doing this weirdo shit where you drop the age of a 19-year-old to 16 or 17 to make somebody seem weird. That's fucking weird.
Drag Breezy, like she would get like so weirdly detailed. Like she would be screaming at the top of her lungs, like about where like Breezy's
Daughter.
family, right?
Yeah.
And so, but it was like super unhinged. Like it wasn't even funny. It would make me feel uncomfortable. Like I don't know how to. It just was
because
weird.
she does it like this, like, "Oh, I'm your daughter. I'm going to come. She needs a new like that weird shit." She doesn't
like,
really address Busy's behavior or Breezy's behavior. She just says weird shit.
No,
Like
it's I can't tell with people. Like it's like the people she yells about the most, I think she actually is in love with them. She has some like weird twisted shit going on. And then me, I think she actually hates me. I don't think she ever liked me. I think she would just like try to keep me on her side because she thinks like my vote in the public opinion is useful to her.
And your views. So and if we like her, then
so his title would be 17-year-old bodybuilder, 17-year-old sleep stream. I get it. That might make you think he's 17, but anybody can, a 19-year-old can easily say it's a 17-year-old bodybuilder or 17-year-old sleep stream. People actually do that. Unfortunately, people change their age, their names, their fucking gender all the time. There's people who masquerade as women on here when they're men. There's people who masquerade as men when they're women. I can give you examples. Like Kevin Wong is a fucking woman, obviously. Or maybe not so obvious for some people. Then we got, what was that one? That YCIN, your channel is next. He was masquerading as Kate Winslet when he's a fucking dude. I'm 4 years old. Like, yeah, clickbait shit happens all the fucking time. People, you gotta think with your brains and just not make people mess you up on the internet by telling you one thing when it's a whole different story. This is how you get into the traps and situations that you really don't want to get into.
And she could say naked and all that shit. I always
right.
But yeah,
it's just because I was like co-signing her, which whatever. Like I'm not taking like I don't think it's my fault that Bali is the person that she is or whatever. But like
well, she tells you like, "Oh, my mom, my this, my that, my this," and then when you're not as angry, right? You just think she's just a fucked up drunk.
And then the stuff about like how she talked about how she was like abused in her past and stuff. I was like, okay, like this kind of makes sense. Like I think she just is attention seeking.
All right, so you're saying, yeah, Ariel being Jay, yes, tricking Val into RP, acting like Jay, and then getting Val to send her snooty pictures so that she could post them all over the internet. I remember that. That was sick. That is actually still on Val's thread. I feel so bad for her when that happened. or what happened with Highlight Groceries now situation where Jessica Messica, was it Highlight Groceries? I think it was. Jessica Messica impersonated Highlight Groceries so that Nal would say certain things to her so she can get the tea and the scoop. That was Highlight Groceries, wasn't it? Happened like 2 years ago, something like that. What I'm trying to say is, once again, people, be careful who you're talking to, where you get your information from. You gotta fact check. You gotta do a lot of things, else shit will hit the fan with you on the internet. It's best to just keep your head down, do your business, and not, get involved in this drama shit, because people are actively manipulating you.
I don't know, but she just is. She reminds me so much of Now that I look at it, like
It's a
the way
fucking horror
she.
cow.
Yeah.
The gaslighting, the abuse, the trying to reach
Right,
out to
like,
someone
I'm
you
a
think you have power
caretaker.
over. Exactly.
They wouldn't survive without me. They need me.
Mhm.
But then also abusing them, the gaslighting, the talking like loudly about a person where they are in earshot, and then when they confront you, you only like acknowledge the response and go like, look what they're
Exactly.
doing to me.
And
It's
then you pull
actually-
out your phone whenever you see
Right.
one portion of the conversation, and they pull their phone out while the person is reacting. It's the same shit that
I don't know who they're talking about, so we're gonna skip this. She wants Belly to be her new Nal. I actually told Belly this. I was very straight up. I'm like, what Jessica Messica is doing is she is going to keep doing certain things to you and make you her new cow, because she always got to feed the machine that is her crew and herself, with making people into cows, gaslighting people, telling people things that aren't true, using people. And the whole end game of this whole entire thing is for you to unalive. And it's a cold hard truth that I've said many times, and I did sit down and talk to her about this. Like, if you see Jessica Messica hanging around anybody, it's never a good thing. She started hanging around Carrie Board Housewife, and instantly I'm like, oh no, here we go. Another situation where Jessica Messica is trying to fuck with another person, and look what she's doing to Carrie now. This is it's the same modus operandi over and over and over again, to the point it is very predictable that they get people who they say that they're your friend or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're talking to your husband and posting secrets about you on the internet. But they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Or, what are you talking about? We're friends. You should tell us where you are every instant, every day of your life. Tell us where you work. Tell us where you're going to work, so we can sabotage your job, your future job aspects. They sabotage your job. They sabotage your relationships. They sabotage the place you live, so you are now out of a job, out of relationships with your family or your husband, out of your home, and you have nowhere else. And then they'll keep doing that until you die. It's sad, but that's the truth. That is what they're doing.
If someone invites me over for a date and they got the red lights on and they have a camera pointed at me the whole time, that's weird.
Yeah,
If a man did that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck? You recorded me? That.
All right, so let's go back to this whole Buddha bitch, because it seems Buddha bitch is getting drug underneath the bus. Because remember this situation, little over 6 months ago, let's just even call it 7. Hecate's daughter and Buddha bitch was besties, right? Besties. Buddha bitch could not do any wrong. Now here we go, throwing underneath the bus, fully thrown underneath the bus this time. Let's go.
And decide. Stop.
Okay, so here we go. So
Well,
this
here's-
is
yeah,
go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead. You go, because I don't
issue
even
with
fucking
this
know.
is she
both
started
of us.
mixing the story about that guy trying to rape her mixed in with the Monty thing.
Mhm.
So maybe she wasn't doing okay. She had a date with a random guy. That was not Monty. The guy would not leave her apartment, and she told Monty about it, and he was jealous that she invited a man over.
Jesus Christ, why the fuck would I be jealous of some loose punani whore in Calgary that she invited somebody over? That's the narrative that she wanted to spend. I was not fucking jealous. I was actually fucking annoyed that somebody's calling me early in the morning to tell me about some bullshit that I'm not involved in. Don't fucking call me to tell me about bullshit I'm not involved in, to waste hours more of my time. She already had hours of my time the day before. and the day before that, and the day before that. Stop fucking calling me whenever you want to call me to tell me some irrelevant bullshit that I'm not concerned with. I wasn't upset about no fucking date. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can message your friends and try and sell them pussy pictures and videos, because that's what she was doing, because her whole fucking head is messed up. And she can't realize that if you were friends with a guy for years, or you went to church with him, no, he doesn't want to fucking buy videos of your fucking loose ass sloppy vagina. Okay, it's fucking weird. It's like me getting my high school friends to like buy dick pics off of me. It's fucking weird. But in her stupid dumbass mind, she doesn't understand that that's a fucked up thing to even try and ask people. Don't use your friends list to sell your fucking R or X rated content. It's fucking weird. It's stupid. It's idiotic. But that's what this Google head BPD loser was doing. And then invents this narrative that I'm just jealous of fucking what? You could fucking put a dog's head in your fucking vagina. What the fuck am I jealous about?
Right.
But she then will talk about like consent and sexuality and stuff. But like Monty he wasn't the guy in the house. So it gets a little bit confusing.
Right. So basically, yes, Tiger, of course you can come up. I think it's linked. So basically,
Please
I
do.
think what happened was that her and Monty liked her. She knew Monty liked her. I think that she didn't like him, but she knew that he was a simp. And then he asked for pre-play.
It seems everybody's a simp, a cuck, and a rapist with Hekate. Every single guy. Mutual benefit if they isolate and manipulate. Hekate. Seems so. Can we watch her dressed up as Marilyn Monroe singing in some video store? Who's this? Who would we be watching? Anyways, we shall hear what the hell they have to say about this, because I was hearing that they did throw this one underneath the bus. After defending this one for months and months on end. But now she's underneath the bus. So she put this in between her videos talking about me to make it seem as if I was in her red room doing things. You know what? She has clients. She has multiple clients that would come over, get their fill of whatever the fuck kind of weird, stupid shit she's doing. And then they would leave. But she has a curated list of videos, video after video after video. And she made sure to use this one where you can't see the guy and then freak out and make it seem that it was me, which is like the utmost disgusting thing. Oh, Buddha used to be Marilyn. Ah, I see. Gotcha.
And they were friends, and he was gonna come be there. And then this happened where she was dating this guy, and then I don't even know what's going on here. And then Monty was supposed to be there for her, but he wasn't. He didn't give a fuck.
Wait a second. Does she use this as blackmail? Yeah, she does, because she was talking to multiple people, and I heard from one of those people that she said that she had all these recorded phone conversations of them, and she would post them out, because that's what she did. She actually did that to me. She posted a recorded phone conversation when shit was hitting the fan after she did her little disgusting lies. And did you hear that? Did you hear what Hekate said? Because she's slipping up. First, she was like, oh, I was mad because she went on another date. But then all of a sudden now I don't give a fuck. So which one is it? Did I give a fuck and was mad that she went on a date? Or did I not give a fuck? Because now I'm confused. Let's hear this again.
And
because Hekate slips
liked
up.
her. She knew Monty.
Hekate slips up a multitude of times. And, you can always hear her slip up if you watch and listen carefully. So let's hear this again. Because at first she says I was mad because she went on a date. And now she's saying I just didn't give a fuck.
It's linked. So basically, I think what happened was that her and Monty liked her. She knew Monty liked her. I think that she didn't like him, but she knew that he was a simp. And then he asked for pre-pics, and they were friends, and he was gonna come be there. And then this happened where she was dating this guy, and then I don't even know what's going on here. And then Monty was supposed to be there.
She was dating this guy. You mean, when you say date, you mean like he comes over, I don't know, maybe he plays with her pussy for a little bit. Maybe he gets his dick sucked and he pays her money and then he leaves. If that's dating to you, then that's exactly what happened. But if that's fucking selling your ass, then I mean, that's exactly what happened.
For her, but he wasn't. He didn't give a fuck. And then it went from there. I'm so confused. All right, we're waiting for you, Tiger Girl. So this is her running around now. Sorry, it was just funny the way how fast it went. So that's her tripping over some
So I
shit.
called Monty and there was no answer. Now, before I had called him, I had actually posted a tweet, a little video tweet.
Yeah, there's no fucking answer because I am fucking busy with my life. Don't fucking call me in the morning, you piece of shit. I'm not here at your beck and call. I actually have a job to do. I have shit to do in my life. My life isn't talking to you for 9 hours on the phone like he did with Hekate's daughter. Fucking idiot. You think I already gave you hours of my time day after day after day. I am not going to continue to do this shit every single fucking day. Stop fucking calling me.
Saying, "Oh, worst date ever."
I mean, it is a little odd that it was red lighting and it was just a whatever.
And can I say, I'm sorry. If
Go
I
ahead.
go to some,
Honestly, if you really think she was on a date, then I don't know. I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. There was no fucking date. He was a client. I have insider information. She would repeatedly try and sell her pics and videos to her friends list. A huge no-no. She would repeatedly try and get clientele from all over the place, and that's exactly what she did. It was a fucking client over there. There's no goddamn date. And then I don't know why she freaked out. Maybe something triggered her ass, but all the guy was trying to do was get the fuck out of her house. He was done. He wanted to leave.
if someone invites me over for a date and they got the red lights on and they have a camera pointed at me the whole time, that's weird.
Yeah,
If a man did that to me, I'd be like, "What the fuck? You recorded me that entire time?"
Well, maybe she was hoeing. I don't know. She got a camera right there. Look.
She could have been. It could have been some. It could have been like a collaboration for adult content that went wrong. I don't know. Something ain't right about what
All
she
I
said.
know
She
is
said
that
she's not a prostitute. She gets mad when you say that, but like, I don't think you could just be pointing cameras at people like that. It's.
she was
Anyways.
on OnlyFans. She was a prostitute. Hoes is hoeing. Hoeing is hoeing. Sex work. It doesn't mean you have to have a.
God damn. God damn, at least this one time Azria's right. Of course she was, because Azria was her bestie 7 months ago, 7 months ago. So she fucking knows. Yes, that's exactly what she was. She was selling her fucking ass to people, and then she would have them come over, and she had the camera as a little bit of a security measure in case something happened. Okay, that's exactly what the fuck was going on. Halle fucking Lula.
Dicking you, but yeah.
And I'm not saying.
Let me hear this again. Let's hear this again.
Right about what
all
she
I
said.
know
She
is
said
that
she's not a prostitute. She gets mad when you say that, but like, I don't think you could just be pointing cameras at people like that. It's. Anyways.
She was on OnlyFans. She was a prostitute. Hoes is hoeing. Hoeing is hoeing. Sex work. It doesn't mean you have to have a dick in you. But yeah.
And I'm not saying, oh, because you have red light, that means the man gets to fuck you, because you could change your mind, yes. But what I'm saying is, why is the camera all on it?
Well, there's another thing too, is that when she's running around, I think she might have a lingerie on, but she said we were just making out after a date or something. Oh shit. She's like, oh shit. She's damn near naked. Oh shit.
That's what I just like, the camera being there already is weird.
I think that they're both liars, and I think that but Monty's still a pig. But so we don't.
Do you
really
think
know
that she set up like a perfect fake assault scene?
I don't
Let me
know.
not even go that. You
Yes.
know what? Let me not blame.
That's exactly what she did. She set up a fake one. She curated her videos. She went through all the videos that she has, because she has recordings of everybody, phone calls, people at her house, and she made sure to use the one where you can't see the guy, because obviously people know what I look like, and they would be like, wait a second, but that is not Monty. What's going on here? Yeah, why is she shaming her now when 6 to 7 months ago Booty Bitch could do no wrong? She would play this video and explain it all the way, but now for some weird reason, yeah, she's in the wrong now. She's being more straight up about what the hell's happening. That is disgusting. Very, very disgusting thing to do, to switch like that on somebody. because that just shows you're a disgusting, despicable, filthy coward of a person. Complete coward to change your mindset just because you're no longer friends with the person. How about telling the truth in the first place? Because if you had called it what it was, then I'd have much more respect for you. Yeah, exactly. Cluster bees.
I don't know about
No,
that.
yeah, let me hit
But
play.
I'm
Oh,
gonna change
Tiger's
my
up,
mind.
Tiger's
I'm
up,
gonna
Tiger's up,
believe.
Tiger's
Okay,
up.
then shut up.
Let's focus, let's focus.
Hi, Tiger.
Hi.
Hey.
How
So
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I hope you guys are good. So
Good.
I just want to reiterate exactly what you guys are talking about right now, which is this video, this red video.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's exactly what Jess was saying, is that Buddha was manipulating the situation so that it sounded like the person who attacked her was Monty. But it
Right.
wasn't. She was angry at Monty because Monty just had no time to deal with her, calling him in the middle of the night saying she was attacked for whatever reason.
And crying and all that
And
shit. she
crying
does,
and all of that. And Monty didn't give her the response that she wanted. So that made her feel angry and abandoned and rejected. So she kind of merged the two stories together and allowed people to sort of think that Monty was in fact the person that had attacked her, when that was not the case at all.
Right. Now, I
So-
never saw that part, but I remember everyone saying that they thought, based on what she said, but wait, what the tweet that I saw where she posted the
You never saw that part? You fucking loser. If you're gonna defend somebody, especially when they falsely accuse somebody of raping them, you see every fucking part. Not only do you see every fucking part, you see it again. Second time, then you see it again a third time, then you see it again a fourth time, then you see it again a fifth time. Don't you ever, with your dirty, stinking vagina, ever get up on there and defend somebody without seeing every part and all the fucking angles, you fucking idiot.
dick, and she's like, I suspect it's you. When
Exactly.
You don't suspect it's somebody, you just fucking know. Don't accuse somebody of something if you don't know 100% that they did it. It's disgusting shit.
And rejected. So she kind of merged the two stories together and allowed people to sort of think that Monty was in fact the person that had attacked her, when that was not the case at all.
Right. Now, I
So-
never saw that part, but I remember everyone saying that they thought, based on what she said, but wait, what the tweet that I saw where she posted the dick and she's like, I suspect it's you. When
Exactly.
she, right?
Yeah. So she on to me on purpose, she kind of melded the two stories into the same story and then let people make their own
Okay, so
conclusion.
when
right?
when did she release this video of her though? Like this, because that's not Monty, and because you can hear his voice and
It's
stuff.
not
and I
him,
could tell it
no,
was
but this was
Monty.
around the time that I believe Monty was going to they were building some kind of a friendship or relationship at this point when this thing happened with Buddha and this other person who was in her apartment. So she called Monty for support.
Wait, I'm sorry. She's making one wrong thing here. You don't know that it happened the same time that was happening, because Booty Bitch keeps videos and phone calls. Remember, this is the same person that went by the name Moby Dick. Would speak about herself in the third person, like, yes, I'm gonna tell Booty Bitch that. I'm like, are people idiotic? So somebody has all the time in the fucking world to relay messages all day to Buddha Bitch, and you think it's just now Buddha Bitch doing this? Like, are people this idiotic? Like, people, have a mature mind and some fucking common sense. She was doing this shit for fucking forever, making logs of everything that PG was doing, logging it, saying she has all this content of everything PG has done. Who the fuck does that in the first place? And then talks about themselves in the third person, like, yes, I will tell Buddha Bitch that. Yes, Buddha Bitch needs to know that. I'm like, it's fucking Buddha Bitch. Okay? It is her. It's her. Buddha Bitch and freaking Moby Dick are the same person. Use your fucking head.
Like other
It's obvious.
Monty was going to they were building some kind of a friendship or relationship at this point when this thing happened with Buddha and this other person who was in her apartment. So she called Monty for support, like moral support from a friend, and Monty's like, well, what do you want me to do? I'm not what can I do? Right? He's in Toronto, she's in Calgary.
Mhm.
So I think that rejection.
And he doesn't give a fuck.
Right, exactly. And
Yeah,
that
exactly.
rejection.
I don't give a fuck. What the fuck am I gonna do about it? So somebody was in your house. What the fuck what the fuck is some person on the other side of Canada is supposed to do about this shit? If somebody can give me a logical answer of what I'm supposed to do, then please tell me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I in a relationship with you? No. Am I your bestie? Am I your husband? Am I your fucking brother? Am I your sister? Am I your dad? No. So call your brother, your sister, your dad, or one of your friends. Why the fuck are you calling me so early in the morning for?
Spun her out. So
Mhm.
then everybody turned on Monty because everyone was like, is he this crazy attacker? Because, you know, people just kind of go with,
Yeah.
you know, they just kind
Right.
of go with what they
So
see.
she
and
didn't
they're not
really
putting-
make it evident that
she
it
didn't make
wasn't
it
Monty.
clear.
Okay.
Exactly. So
And
at
then
the
she, okay.
and
Got
so
it.
at the time, my feeling was like, oh my God, all of these people are like turning on Monty when he had nothing to do with that. He is not the person in that
I
red
got it.
video. He had nothing to do with attacking
Yeah, and I could
her.
tell that immediately.
Exactly. And so that is why I stood up for Monty and why I stood up for him for so long, because I felt it was so unjust
Mhm.
that his whole channel fell apart because of this situation. Because I don't think his
Do you
channel
think
fell
this
apart.
is the okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think his channel fell apart because he actually rages and is like just awful, awful, awful. Because at that time he was pretending to be really nice. Right?
Well,
So
when did the whole like this
Pretending to be nice. What the fuck do you mean? I'm a nice person. What I'm doing now is I'm being like I was. I'm being real right now. If you do something I don't like, I'm gonna call you out for it. And if you talk shit, I'm gonna fucking call you out for it. I'm not gonna be nice about it. I'm not gonna use nice words. I'm just gonna use the words that come to my mind, or however how vile and uncouth they are, I'm still gonna fucking do it. So there's no pretending to be nice. I've done a lot of shit for this community. Like that one girl back in California or Nevada or whatever that needed like $1,000 or so, and then we raised that for her. I forgot what her name was. Then that skin burn stupid piece of shit that has a fucked up family, and her daughter's some sort of like OnlyFans / prostitute. Then all of a sudden she didn't like the mod, aka Tiny Dancer. She makes a video about me. You're making a video about me because you didn't like a mod? How about you grow the fuck up? You're in your 40s, speak and have some sort of ability to, I don't know, address problems. Either stop talking to the person, block them, remove yourself from the situation. You're making a video about me about something that I have nothing to do. You're the one who got into a fight. I wouldn't even get into the shit of like the stupidity of certain people. Like I would tell people, hey, you guys are mods. That's just your jobs. What you guys are doing. Well, not like your job, but your job, like you're helping me out. Stop talking to each other and giving each other personal information about oneself. The next day in what was it, like a Twitter group, I look through all the messages. They're talking about personal shit again, sending pictures to each other. I'm like, stop sending pictures and stop telling each other about your shit, because it's gonna come back to bite you. All of a sudden, I wake up the next morning. There's more personal shit. I'm like, people will never learn, and people will learn the hard way. Okay. We actually didn't see Angry Montillo. We talked about angry alcoholic, bisexual, weirder. Exactly. So I'm just gonna keep it at it like this, and keep on pushing. But we're gonna go through this. I guess I'll make a part 2 about this shit, because this was some super weird shit that was happening. Kate Farmshill, the one who wrote, yes. Speaking of Kate Farmshill, I'm gonna have to address that individual.
in comparison to all the women coming out and speaking at the same time happen?
I feel like this was like in the middle or partway through that. Like it was, I think this is the incident that really tanked everything for him. Like on him, like this is what kind of ruined the money train for him, the channel, the views, everything. This was Buddha is the reason why I think it all fell apart for him. And I felt like that was really, really wrong.
It is wrong because you don't tell lies on somebody like that. You don't say somebody did something when clearly they didn't fucking do it. And I'm still gonna be taking, well, can't say even boot. I'm gonna take that lawyer on Young Street to court. In court, I am gonna, state that Hecate's daughter and Buddha bitch was using his information illegally. Now you've heard what Hecate's daughter has said multiple times, that it's 10 days. That is not the law, okay? Stop saying bullshit to people. 10 days is a YouTube policy and if you don't do it in, like 10 days, then the video goes back up. That's not the law. The law is you can't do fucking fraud. That's what the law says. You can't steal from somebody. You can't use somebody's credentials in a fraudulent manner to forward yourself. So we shall see what happens. Hopefully the judge listens to me and sees it my way. Maybe warrants can be issued, because they should take this seriously, especially when we have a paralegal, suspended one that should know better, using the credentials of a real actual lawyer to further her advancements. That's really fucked up, and I am going to address that. So once I get certain matters done this January/February, I'll be putting that into court. I will be very nice. I will be very nice to how would I put this? I'll be very nice to the lawyer, explaining that, hey, I know this wasn't you because we've communicated, but I still got to put into court this way, and hopefully the judge puts in a warrant for these two individuals. Maybe he or she will do one, who knows? But these two individuals, because they need to be brought to justice. You can't put somebody's name that shouldn't be on a legal form on the form and then think you can lie your way out of it and or say it's beyond 10 days. 10 days is a fucking YouTube policy. It's not the fucking law. And you will, stand forward to face justice. The both of you, Buddha bitch, and you, Hecate's daughter, because I am putting it into court. So you can keep saying that don't fuck with the lawyer. He's a big shot lawyer. Yes, I know he is. Big shot lawyer that actually you shouldn't have fucked with, because you're the one putting his name down on a form and coaxing Buddha bitch to do it. So now both of you are gonna have to get a lesson learned, because I'm putting it in is for $30,000, and we'll see what happens.
Because I felt he was getting blamed for something he actually didn't do.
Right.
Although,
so you think that she knew about the dick pic that she got? She knew that it wasn't Monty's when she put it up there.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, she put the phone number. She showed the phone number in the tweet, so that's why I was like, why would people think it's him sending it when the phone number is from Alberta?
I think she just allowed. She knew that people would get the story wrong, and and just sort of fell to the wayside that Monty would get blamed. You know what I mean? And like, oh well, if he gets blamed, he gets blamed.
Right.
But he shouldn't have been blamed for that. That's the only, and I'm saying that in his defense, which means I really feel that, because I'm not very fond of him. So
well, I know that I believe I'm like, I can believe you just because of the way she tried to make me like pit me and Lily against each other. That's why I can believe it now. But at the time I was like, right? But two things can be true at once. I do think because he is bothering her, like he is doing.
What a fucking loser. So now you believe it, you fucking loser. How about you get some fucking brain cells and some common sense and stop fucking with people? Because now you've put yourself in a situation where I'm gonna go to court and you are responsible in a lot of ways of what's gonna be happening in that court. And hopefully the judge subpoenas your stupid ass to show up to court, or maybe get a warrant for your dumbass arrest. Doing dumb shit, like putting somebody else's name on a legal form and thinking you're gonna get away with it.
This fake bullshit of Alberta police reports and shit like that, but doesn't mean that she was honest, 100% honest.
Yeah, I just think that she allowed people to be misled and didn't clear up that narrative, and he really suffered for it. Like his channel really suffered for it, mind you.
Right.
The things that he does now and everything like that, I don't he didn't behave like that before when all these people would come up, including myself and panel.
Well, I think exactly. So I think that he was hiding and wearing a mask, and when the mask slipped so far, he was like, "Fuck it," and he just went full force.
Everyone told Azria this, of course. I'm wearing a mask. Excuse me, bitch. Did I fuck my family member? Nope. Did I go drinking and driving? It's just a little bit of a wine girl. Nope, that's Jessica Messica. Did I fucking, am I a prostitute? Nope. Did I run an escorting agency, which is just the equivalent of a trafficking ring called PLX? Nope, that's you fuckhead, Hekate's daughter. Did I live at my fucking mom's house? That's a nursing home? Nope, that's you, Tigerpaw. Did I do stupid shit like send nudes to a man's wife because I was fucking that man? Nope, that's you, Tigerpaw. Do I fucking abuse my pets? Nope, that's you, Tigerpaw. Did I have multiple fucking cats, one after the other, then they just disappear, then I get a new cat? Nope, that's you, Jessica Messica. I don't do these dumb, stupid loser shit. These fucking cluster bees, man, all of them. This one goes to Sunnybrook. Tigerpaw goes to Sunnybrook for fucking CT scans, a little weirdo loser. Lives at her fucking mom's nursing home and was denied it until couple days ago. Now you see what the facts are, that it was actually when I said that she lived with her mom in a nursing home, finally people are seeing the truth. Cluster bees, yeah, more like cluster bees.
I think so too. I think so too. So,
and by that time you had already been talking to him, and his mom passed, and and
and I felt bad. We lived in the same city. I knew he didn't have any friends. I knew he didn't have any family. So I just, I became his friend.
I'm sorry,
and,
you knew I didn't have any friends. I'm sorry, is that projection? Because you seem to be burning a lot of bridges. Because when you went to Jamaica a couple months ago, didn't you lose a friend called Kim? Because it would be interesting to hear Kim's side of the story. But what I'm actually gonna do, you're gonna hear my Tanyan's side of the story. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hear about you sleeping until evening time, not taking care of your dog. Then your dog is pissing all over the house. Then you're gonna say shit like, "Oh, I was mistreating your dog and feeding your dog poorly and whatnot." Well, I mean, you could say, "Yeah, you're right," because that was the conclusion of what you were doing. Because if you're not feeding your fucking dog, because one, you're either not getting up, and when you do get up, the food is frozen because you like to feed your dog frozen food, then what the fuck am I supposed to do in an emergency situation? I gotta go out and I gotta get your dog food immediately. So when I have to do that, it's an emergency situation, time after time after time after time after time, to the fact that I learned, hey, fuck it, I don't even have a dog, but I'm just gonna go buy dog food. And that's what I did. So maybe I should also show what I was doing on my credit cards, the amounts of fucking dog food I had to buy as an emergency measure, because you would get your fat ass home and not have any dog food in the house, to the point where I myself had to make sure that there was dog food. I was the one taking care of the fucking dog. I was the one brushing the dog. I was the one who the dog was more around. Yes, Fish, she gets fucking CT scans because she's a fucking weirdo. That should be their new group, Cluster Bees. She told us how much was the rent? How much did she say?
well, anyways.
No, yeah, we
But
know.
as far as I can really go, because I'm frankly, I don't want him raging at me. So,
someone named Velvet Stimmer said, "Do you remember the name of the woman with dreads who used to make videos on Monty?"
The woman with the long hair. Oh, what's her name?
Wait, I think I just found her channel.
1,600 for one bedroom and one bathroom. You think that's actually pretty reasonable if you have a one bedroom, one bathroom place? That's actually pretty reasonable, 1,600. But no, it wasn't 1,600. She's lying to you. Yeah, it was Tina, that little shithole Tina. You see, this is what happens when people dogpile you. Like Tina, we had Troll Detective, we had a lot of people who were dogpiling on me, and they would know that a lot of this whole Buddha bitch situation thing was lies. And instead of like, hey, I apologize, your lies were being told on you. It was a room in a house, but still, 1,600 for one bedroom, one bathroom is actually pretty good. But no, she was paying way less than that, but the problem was she would borrow money from me repeatedly. So what you're not understanding is that this person made reports that I was financially abusing her, when in fact what was happening is that she has no wherewithal or control over her monies. She just spends, and then she gets broke in between her paychecks, and then she would ask me for money. So you're not getting that. And that is one of the reasons why she would live with her mother, because even her sister said this. What she does, she moves out on her own, and she's out for a couple months, and then she moves back home with her mom at the nursing home because she can't handle her finances. And that totally checked many boxes with me, because I remember in 2022, she told me that she was going to get this place up by near Casino Rama. Let me look it up where that place was. And then I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? Because what if something happens to your job? Because, her job was kind of on the rock. She said, it's okay. If anything happens, I'll just leave. I'll just tell them that I'm leaving. I'll just leave them. I'm like, what about your contract? And she's like, yeah, usually I do this a lot. I'll leave and nobody comes after me. It was Lagoon City. Really good place, by the way. So then I tied everything back because I'm like, that makes sense now. Her sister says she leaves for a couple months, then she fucks up financially, then she moves back in with her mom. Makes a lot of sense, because this is what she does. She leaves. She thinks she can handle shit. She doesn't, because she's incapable of handling, like paying for her tickets, making sure her driver's license isn't suspended. She was even driving a year without insurance. I was so shocked. Not paying the bills either on time or at all. And then she's just a complete fuck up. So then she just moves back home and breaks her leases. That's what she does. She's a complete fuck up. So whenever she tells you $1,600, not even close what she was paying, she would actually be paying me back hundreds of dollars each month that she would borrow. And if I have to go through my bank records to show this, I will. Okay? If I gotta look at the credit cards that she was maxing out every month, buying all sorts of dumb shit on my own actual credit cards, then I will. But for now, we're going to focus on the whole dog situation. Maybe the whole other credit card shit I'll just, put up on the screen and show you the fuck shit that this loser was doing. And then my tenant Art will be like, this, I know these type of women, because he's in his 70s. He's like, she's just going to up and leave you with all this debt that she's accrued. It's her own debt, but what she's going to do is leave you with it. That's exactly what this little fucker did. Oh, my freaking coworker's calling me back again. I should end this stream really soon. I'm gonna message him, be like, yo, I'll call you back. There we go. Who are we talking about? Tigerpaw. So many houses have an ensuite. What do you mean? Do many houses? Yeah, many houses these days do have an ensuite. Like, you'll have your own bathroom if it's a master. I've seen some where a master has an ensuite. Then maybe a secondary master or one of the bigger bedrooms has their own ensuite. Colombia is calling, it's the yayo, it's the cocaine. Your auntie me bully Monty is bullying the South Americans. He goes down there and he bullies them, talking about, oh, he wants so much cocaine, then he brings it home to Canada. Anyways, let's go a little bit more into this, because I really gotta call this guy back, because there's certain things happening at work that we gotta go over. I'm a magnet for crazy, it seems so. Anyways,
Kind of.
Hold on.
but-
I remember her. Okay, hold
I know
on.
who you're talking about, but you know what, Velvet? If one of us remembers, we'll tell you.
Middle-aged, light-skinned lady with glasses.
Yeah,
I
I
know
just saw that when I
Jan.
searched.
Not Jan.
Hold
No.
on, let me search Monty right now, because I literally just saw that. I think I searched.
She had glasses.
I think yeah, she did. What did I just fucking search? Monty. Yes, I searched Monty After Dark Sagittarius, and I feel like I saw her.
I could try to find her.
It wasn't Kalari,
okay.
right? No, it was someone else.
No,
No,
this
no,
other
no.
lady.
Okay, let me hit play on this one here. Over
She had
here.
like palm plants in the back, whatever those are called. She had like
Yeah.
plants in the back.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. My girl, man. She's a nurse, and she was covering.
She's like a
yes.
little bit hood with it, a little bit.
Yeah,
you
I
know
know.
what
That's me and her.
you learned about a new country called West Indies today. Yes. West Indies, like the country called Caribbean West Indies.
Talked all the time, but she was like, fuck this place. And then she started watching rap reaction videos. I know who she is. Hold on, I'll find it. I even have her DMs with it.
I cannot remember.
All right, so I know some people might not like DC, may she rest in peace, but DC Media Girl talked about this one thing. So I'm gonna have to give her credit. Why do people always use another person's video as fact? As if what they're saying is just the truth. Because what Hekate was doing was using Booty Bitch's videos as fact. And now look what's happening. Now she's like, yeah, it wasn't fact. Well, then if it wasn't fact, you need to fucking apologize for what you were doing. But like DC said, why do people do this shit? So they're what, gonna use Tina's videos as fact? As if, yeah, because Tina's so smart. Tina's a fucking idiot that didn't know that they were black slave fucking masters. Tina is a fucking tard, okay? All right, if I'm just gonna be fucking frank, how can you not know that shit? If you try and come up here as an intellectual and I catch you like that, then you're an idiot. Because she's trying to go off on, and Tina was the one that was doing some seriously fucking racist shit, okay? So I have no love for Tina. In fact, I should end this with the whole Tina videos. Yes, the Tina racist shit. Yes, let's play the whole Tina racist bullshit because we gotta do this because she's a fucking idiot, straight up. I hate people that do this shit and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let's go.
Stop, all you white people, please stop gatekeeping. Gatekeep your own people. Stop trying to gatekeep black people and what they say. White people, on the other hand, cannot gatekeep this word towards a black. You can gatekeep it, but keep it, your gatekeeping within the white confines. You can't tell a black person who should and who should not be, this said black person should be using this N-word. Unlike these fragile ass white women, when I call they asses out on shit, they like to block because she's a nigga. How dare this nigga come at me? Blocked. So yeah, that's why you don't see black people doing it, because you block them all. Except for maybe a couple of biracial ladies, which biracial is not black.
I'm sorry, what? So if you're a biracial black person, you're not black? Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. History has taught us the one drop rule. If you look black, either fully, half, or a fucking quarter, even 1% black, you're considered fucking black, okay? I hate this racist shit. I'm not gonna stand up for this racist little fuckhead that would say all these stupid shit. And why do you gotta say white people or white women? Why can't you just say, okay, this person said this? Why do we gotta involve race into this shit, into arguments? I hate this shit.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and we have Tina here again, and this video will focus on Tina's racism. Because yes, Tina is racist, and I will be proving that, not only with this video, but over time. So let's start off just a little bit over the halfway mark in our video because she doesn't say much before. So let's just start here. Let's go.
All right, so I'm back, and one of the first things that I want to say is the title of his is "It's Okay to Be Sexist When It Works for You," right, Tina?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sexist.
You are?
At all. I'm going to keep it above.
You are?
Misandry is not really a thing. Tell me a...
I'm sorry, misandry.
Okay, even by saying that misandry isn't a thing just proves my entire point.
Is a thing because it's in the dictionary.
Time in history where a woman or a group of women ever held a man down.
Okay, I'll give examples.
Just like
it is a
me
thing.
being racist against white people, also not a thing.
What? So are you literally trying to tell people that only white people can be racist? Like, what kind of comment is that? Where you're saying that excuse me? I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Not really a thing. Tell me a time in history where a woman or a group of women ever held a man down.
I'll give you an example.
Just like
I'll give an example, but for now, let's focus on her
me
racism.
being racist against white people, also not a thing.
It's a thing.
When the hell have black people only, ever held down white people?
I'll give an example on that since we're starting with your racism, Tina. And that example is the Barbary parrots, if you didn't know. Let me put it on the screen. When Europeans were slaves, research suggests white slavery was much more common than previously believed. And this points to a book called Christian Slaves, Muslim Masters, White Slavery in the Mediterranean, the Barbary Coast, and Italy. There's also other examples of this. White Slaves, African Masters, an anthology of American Barbary captivity narratives. And then we can go to the Barbary Pirates. Wikipedia, the Barbary Pirates or Barbary Corsairs or Ottoman Corsairs were Muslim pirates and privateers who operated from North Africa. Now, some of you like, they were Muslim pirates, but come on, people. Just because they are Muslim doesn't mean they can't be black. Come on. The Barbary pirates were mostly Berbers, Arabs, and other Muslims. You see, the black people fall in the other Muslims part because, you know, black people can be Muslims too. Let's not get ignorant here. But, you know, that was just for you, Tina. Let's continue. Let's continue with your BS. What else you got to say?
Oppressed them, did anything like that. These are the questions that need answers before you start calling me a sexist.
You're a sexist. You are. If you're going to say that heterosexual men can't be in X, Y, or Z, then you are being sexist, because how would it seem if I said that women can't be in X, Y, or Z, or can't participate in A, B, and C? It would be.
This is the whole girl world thing where many people have actually said this, that straight men shouldn't be in girl world. I'm sorry. I guess some people have just said straight up men shouldn't be in girl world. Some people said, oh, it's okay if it's a gay man, but other men can't be in girl world. So this is the idea or topic at hand here.
Misogyny by definition. So when you're saying that heterosexual men cannot be in girl world, or why are we in girl world, that by definition is misandry.
Not even possible.
It's sexist, and it is possible.
And the person that said I was using misandry against misogyny, again, misandry, not a thing, but okay.
It is a thing.
Another
And you're
thing
ignorant.
was-
And you also prove your ignorance by not knowing about the Barbary pirates. And once more, you prove it by saying that you are not going to do research, nor do you care to.
A few people have said that I didn't do research because I kept saying I don't know. So me doing research would require me to care, and I don't. I don't care about any of this shit.
Then I don't care to listen to you, to listen to someone who doesn't do research. It just shows you're now ignorant, on top of being racist, and on top of being a misandrist. That's what you're showing me.
All I know is that Monty and garlic bread.
Here we go, grouping, guys. Again, I hate when she groups people. I don't group her with other people. Do not group me with somebody else and what they're doing. I'm not responsible for another human being.
And other straight men that have come into this community have done it as a money grab and a woman.
How do you know that?
You'll never make me, it's my opinion that that's what they do. You'll never make me believe that Tiny Dancer just went on a tangent for no fucking reason.
Well, she did, because she left. And I always wondered why. I thought it was the whole Ikmel thing. It could still be. But I further heard that she left because she kept on telling lies on Tipster. I'm sure Valkyrie or Kel Doge would, or even Tipster himself would, present more knowledge, more information towards this. So I was hearing that, yeah, Tipster was complaining that a person from Gore World, we know who it was, this was one of his e-whores, aka Tiny Dancer, would lie on him. Yes, no shit, she's a fucking liar, Tipster. She used your platform to say anything and everything about me, go on there, tell lies, and then shit hit the fan, because the more lies you tell, the more, people can and will find out, because over time, the saying goes, you can fool people. How does it go? Like, something you can fool everybody, or something you can't fool everybody all the time. Yeah, you can fool everybody sometimes, but you can't fool everybody all the time. And that's what Tiny Dancer is trying to do, constantly telling lies about people, trying to pit people against other people. It's really fucked up situation. So she just yeeted herself from the internet. And I always wondered why she wanted me to take down the videos, because she just didn't want it to be used as proof against her. So she just out of the blue messaged me, "Hey Monty, can you squash the beef and remove your videos?" I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. Okay, stop it. I'm not removing my fucking videos. So if you really want to know more, I guess ask Keldoge, ask Tipster, maybe ask Valkyrie 420, who knows.
Don't worry, it'll come out in part 3 of my Tiny Dancer videos. Part 3 and part 4 coming soon. But let's hear what else she has to say.
Why did she do that? What were you telling her, Monty?
I don't know, what was Steve McRae telling her? Why was she in Without a Crystal Ball? Why was she with Shane? What happened with Shane? Why all these things that we don't know?
Yeah, people don't know the whole McRae thing, the whole Without a Crystal Ball. She was a mod there, and then she was super friendly with Shane, trying to hook up with Shane. If you don't know who Shane is, Shane was that person, I can't say guy or woman, because what was Shane's pronouns? I don't know, but Shane liked like green and black, right? So then when Shane was with what was her name again, that had the baby and is still on here? Yes, Kylie's ex. Tiny Dancer was trying to hook up with Shane. A lot of people don't know that. So that is a whole different crazy ass story. But Tiny Dancer is just a piece of shit. She tried hooking up with me. She tried hooking up with Shane before. She tried hooking up with BGTV. She tries to hook up with a lot of fucking people, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits here. I've been here over 2 hours. I gotta call my coworker back. We got some shit we gotta go over. But I'll leave it here. I'm gonna do a part 2. Well, yes, and Yato as well, because Yato's super sexy, and Iktmel not. Yikes, Yato, ew. And then Iktmel whatnot. She tried to hook up with him, but Iktmel is a married man, okay? She needs to be gone from the internet for fucking forever. Anyways, people, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back for part 2. Peace.